And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. This main event is for the 135-pound championship for the Legends of Fighting champion. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he is a freestyle fighter with a record of 3-0, standing 6 foot tall, weighing 135 pounds. He fights for Team Integrated Fighting Academy, and he's sponsored by Street Made, JS Landscaping, Keith Hodges Personal Training, and Jessica Robinette Therapeutic Massage. From the south side of Indianapolis, here he is, Sean Big Beef O'Keefe.
Tape Masters Inc.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, his fighting style is 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. With a record of 6-0, standing 6 foot tall, weighing 135 pounds. He fights for Team MMA Fit Club, and he's sponsored by Inner Beast. Ladies and gentlemen, from Indianapolis, Indiana, give it up for Chad Wilson.
And here we are with the LFC 54 Up-and-Comers main event, brought to you by the National Guard of Indiana. Chad Wilson from MMA Fit Club versus Sam Big Beef O'Keefe from Integrated Fighting. Chad is sponsored by Inner Beast. Sam is sponsored by Street Made. And these guys are going for the title here. Chad is the current title holder at the 135-pound weight class, and Sam is the challenger. Both undefeated fighters, and this is going to be a crazy fight, highly anticipated, one of the most highly anticipated fights in the amateur fighting at the LFC.
I would have to agree. There's been a lot of hype around this, and I think both of these fighters are great up-and-comers. Sam O'Keefe going for a heel hook there, and Wilson did a great job coming out of that.
Now, this is the first time I think that we've seen O'Keefe actually fight someone his size, as well as Chad Wilson. These guys are both very tall for 135 pounds and have fought consistently smaller, shorter guys than them. These guys are pretty evenly matched. They're built almost identical.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great matchup, from paper to the fight post,
Right. Again, O'Keefe, we've seen him here before, on his back, on the ground, very comfortable, kind of perplexing his opponent. He's very proficient on the ground. He's got that leg trapped of Wilson's there and delivering some punches to him. Wilson has thus far has done a good job with maintaining his composure as well. I'm sure it's very difficult for these guys going for the belt here in this very hyped fight. O'Keefe delivering several knees to the side there of Wilson.
Using every opening that he can right there, and that's technique.
Again, what you talked about at this level at the amateurs, knowing when and where to use what they've got. And O'Keefe just, it almost looks awkward the way he swings the knee there, but, those do damage. And there's a lot of amateur fighters that would just sit at that point and do nothing.
Yeah, and that's the biggest factor in it too, because even if they're not doing a lot of damage, they are working, and the judges look at that.
Absolutely.
As well as the crowd.
So Wilson here has his leg on the inside of O'Keefe's leg there. Now, O'Keefe doesn't seem to be willing to let that go. Is that by design there? Is that allow him to do more damage? Because he looks like he's kind of working at will there.
Yeah, I think that was, an oversight for Wilson to try to just leave that there, because it was allowing him to be pinned up against the cage and, be on the receiving end of some of those punches.
Again, O'Keefe delivering several punches there. Wilson delivered a few of his own. Coming to the end of the first round here, I would say, O'Keefe going for a submission there right at the end. He had it locked up, just ran out of time. Kind of what I expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, You know, it's a good technical fight. You know, they are both, you know, well-rounded fighters, and you know, like you said, they're a great matchup.
Wilson again, you know, has won every one of his fights, 5-0. He's beat some pretty good guys, but I don't think he's fought anyone the caliber of O'Keefe. And the same goes for O'Keefe. O'Keefe has not really fought anyone of Wilson's caliber either. So that's a big reason why a lot of people are looking forward to this fight. Again, these guys built alike, they fight alike. It's going to come down to technique and who's got the stamina. And right now, I'm going to have to give the edge to O'Keefe.
I would have to agree. And, you know, I want to go on the record to say this. I guarantee that this is not the last time. No matter what the outcome, I bet these two fighters meet once again, probably at the pro level, but I bet they do.
Very possible, very possible. You know, the LFC loves having Chad Wilson fight for them as well as Sam O'Keefe, so anytime these guys want to get in there, we'll be glad to have them back for sure. O'Keefe with an overhand right there to start, delivering some kicks, catches Wilson's kick there.
Nice kicks. I think we all know this, that, you know, I love Sam O'Keefe. He is such a nice kid. He's such a good fighter. He's dedicated. He has every quality that I look for in a fighter.
Right, and I've had a lot of dealings with Chad Wilson as well. Again, very respectful young man, very good guy. Always does what you ask of him. These are the type of fighters that you dream about. Both very technical, very entertaining. One of the things that I've noticed with these guys is you typically don't see just a one punch or a one kick with these guys. They always seem to follow it up with combinations or additional things, whereas a lot of the amateur fighters, it's like a one and out.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I mean, I think that right now, as far as skill-wise, both of these fighters look better than a lot of the pros out there.
Wilson with the takedown there.
Wilson got that takedown. It's very nice. Rubber guard coming from Sam O'Keefe is, you know, not any real news. You know, he does it every time he's on his back, just about.
Wilson may have caught O'Keefe there on the chin as they kind of both sat back there, but O'Keefe comes up with the better end of that.
Looks like he's just going to kind of throw some rabbit punches to wait for Wilson to open up.
Again, Wilson, you know, and O'Keefe both, with them both being long here, the ground game could go either way with these guys. I mean, it could work to both of their advantages as far as their length. Not one doesn't really have an advantage over the other lengthwise here. It's just going to come down to technique.
Exactly. Looks like Sam's looking for a couple things here. It's just deciding what he's wanting to do. Looks like he figured it out, and I think this may be it for Wilson right here.
Wilson's definitely in trouble here, but
he comes out of it. That's awesome.
Good job of defending there, and now he looks like he might be going right back in.
He's right back into another.
Another good defense by Wilson.
Looks like that triangle's getting locked in.
Now he's in trouble.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
135-pound champ, still undefeated. Sam Big Beef O'Keefe from Integrated Fighting. Great matchup. Nick Hyde into the ring to lift his fighter up victorious. Great match. Johnny Reese in to congratulate him. We want to congratulate Chad Wilson as well. Great fight on Chad's behalf, and we have a new champ.
Great fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the official time and decision, which is brought to you by Shadow Graphics. Two minutes, 25 seconds in round number 2. Your winner due to triangle choke, Sam Big Beef